Undergrunt.
Is this it?
That's what it's all about, Manny.
Eating, drinking, fucking, sucking.
Snorting?
Then what?
You're 50!
You got a bag for a belly?
You got tits. You need a bra.
They got hair on them.
You got a liver, they got spots on it. And you're eating this fucking shit looking like these rich fucking mummies in here.
Look at that.
Oh, junkie.
I got a fucking junkie for a wife.
She don't eat nothing.
Sleeps all day with them black shades on.
Wakes up with a quaalude and who won't fuck me cause she's in a coma.
I can't even have a kid with a Manny.
Her world is so polluted. I can't even have a fucking little baby with her.
Ship in the center of Mars was a sack of souls with experiment scars. When the psychedelic monk said, I'll take two, and he put them in a rocket and he ate a lot of glue. And he shot them straight to Earth when they turned into babies. They were named Bob and Matt, and they rarely got rabies. And the monk made a movie of their whole entire lives. They were panoramic scenes and zooms of the thighs. One time Bob had sex with a ladle, and one time Matt lost a vet to a cradle, and another time Bob caught a dinosaur mom, and another time Matt bought a replica of Guam. And all this and more is on a DVD set, only $20.99 with the purchase of a gem. But if you call right now and say, where's my whisk, we'll include this bonus disc.
Welcome to Bonus Disc. I'm A-host Bob Rose, and with me is Matt P.A.
Hello.
And we're a show that talks about Air Bud, and that's it
Nothing
for
else.
eternity.
I don't want to look at other things. This is
Just
what I
it.
choose to look at.
It's a fetish at this point. It's all we're gonna do for the rest of our lives, so it's fine. And today we're joined by Bryan again.
Yeah. 2 times. Yeah.
Because he loved Air
He
Bud
loved it. Spikes
back so much. He begged us.
That's all I talk about. I'm
He
just like,
begged us. Like,
oh yeah, no, this is it. It's all been leading up to this, guys. This is the rap battle at the end of 8 Mile.
This is halfway through.
For me, I'm
Well, yeah,
tapping
well,
out.
this is it. Brian's done.
I'm done.
There's a lot to say about this movie before we start. First off, Bryan, you're the only guest that's going to be doing 2, and you did an Air Bud and an Air Buddies.
Yeah.
So just real quick, very short, did you experience a dip in quality from the previous?
Quality is a bold fucking word, Bob. I mean, that's the thing. It was on television for 90 fucking minutes. We sat there together. And we saw it. I mean, I watched it, I guess, passively. I mean, like, it happened to me. So what has happened? It happened pretty much.
If you had to would you rather? Okay, from the 2 that you've seen, which is Snow Buddies,
yeah,
and Air Bud Spikes Back. If somebody at gunpoint forced you to watch either all the rest of the Air Buds or all the rest of the Air Buddies, which one would you choose?
Death.
Ryan is correct. He will be receiving a prize after the show.
I feel like you shoot me, I guess, buddies, but
Dude, I pick Buddies too, honestly, at this point.
I don't know.
Man, this was pretty awful. Air
This
Buddies
was
was kind of
horrific.
awesome. I liked Air Buddies.
Air Buddies
was-
Comparatively,
Yeah.
I liked Air Buddies.
they were both. What I'll say is, Air Buddies or Snow Buddies, whatever, whatever the fuck it's called. It seemed to be like marginally fast. You know, they got to that bullshit ass A plot like a little bit quicker. There was less fucking
I'll
around
give
with
them
that
that.
old lady
Yeah, they
and the
did.
bird
I'll
and
give them that with
the
the-
ice cream coupons and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get to this.
You know what? The buddies got to the snow pretty quick in comparison.
And like Spikes Back, we were like, "There's no volleyball,"
Yeah.
and then when there was,
Oh god, there's
stop
nothing
with
to
the
volleyball.
volleyball.
Too much.
All right, so we watched Snow Buddies, obviously, and this is a 2008 direct to.
Not to be confused with Snow Dogs with Cuba Gooding Jr.
When this came out,
Really
I
with
remember
Eight Below
thinking it was
guy?
a crossover between the two, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. But even though the font on the covers is very similar, it is not a crossover movie. This came out in 2008, and it's the most notable one, which is why Bryan chose it, because this is the one where a bunch of puppies died because of the parvo virus.
How many puppies?
Okay, it's not as many as we first thought. So
Okay.
I don't want you to get disappointed, Matt. It's actually
It's less than 20 and I'm fucking pissed.
okay. There's the good and the bad. Well, not this is awful. This is
Okay.
we're joking.
Lay it
It's
on
terrible.
me. I can take it.
5 puppies died.
That's it.
Dude, this still 5. They probably died horribly.
Well,
What
yeah.
does that virus do?
Parvo. Huh?
What if it was a happy virus?
Brian's gonna look up part.
Yeah, we're gonna look it
It's
up.
a happy virus.
It could be a fun
They died
virus.
smiling.
Hey, actually, you know what, guys? Do you guys remember you guys ever listen to the old Twisted Tunes they used to put on the radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess this just proves the case that maybe my review of Snow Buddies, maybe dead puppies are much fun.
Oh, jeez.
God.
That's the only reason I picked it.
To make that joke?
Yes, specifically.
I need to.
Do you feel it landed properly?
I do.
All right, so Matt, 5 puppies were killed, and about 40 or 50 were infected with the parvovirus. So they,
What is the parvovirus?
Well,
Please.
Brian,
lay it
Brian
on
being
me.
our resident
So
veterinarian.
it turns their like blood into acid and melts their bodies from the inside or something.
that's
We
how, like,
also, okay.
okay, it's a highly contagious viral disease that can produce a life-threatening illness. The virus attacks rapidly dividing cells in a dog's body, most severely affecting the intestinal tract. Parvovirus also attacks the white blood cells, and when young animals are infected, the virus can damage the heart muscle and cause lifelong cardiac problems.
So
Oh, wow.
40 or 50 puppies walked away from this probably with
heart problems.
heart problems and
Barely.
pain and suffering.
Not bad.
I mean, it's not Milo and Otis,
No.
No.
you know.
I just, when you said it, I was like, God, that's insane. They're like out there, and I thought they were like out in the wilderness, like with these puppies, and just shit was happening. You know what I mean? Like when you first told me about it, I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like
went
that.
from like and then
No, Snow Buddies is gonna be the real shit, man.
Yeah,
we're
like-
gonna get these buddies. We're gonna put them in the snow. It's
like
gonna be
Tropic
animals.
Thunder.
Exactly.
Take them off the fucking grid.
You're just taking a box of
Take
puppies
these
out
puppies
into the
off the
tundra, and we're gonna fucking make this
This is
movie.
Robert Vince in a camcorder. He's in all camo and like
Yeah, pretty much just Robert Vince. The
he's got
snow
Sherpas with him to
puppies.
keep
Yeah.
him all. I will
God.
finish this.
That's the Snow Buddies.
Like the deliverance of Snow Buddies. It's just man versus nature.
It's just too raw for children. Why?
Why can't we live in that universe? God damn it.
Okay,
But all those dogs are dead.
so
Yeah.
this movie,
They're injured.
this movie, dogs died for it, and other
What?
dogs
Oh,
are
wait.
still suffering. Probably there's dogs still suffering.
I know, it's like 2008.
We all suffered.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just for
This-
us and those dogs.
All right, it's...
We got to start talking about it.
How did it start?
This is the first. Oh wait, okay. So the two things. This is the first Air
Disney
Bud.
one.
This is the first Air Bud that doesn't start out with the first shot being "Welcome to Fernfield."
No, but it still happens.
It does happen, but the first shot is we don't know his name yet, but it's a beautiful shot of Alaska.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
Remember?
I forgot about this.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
a beautiful shot of Alaska, and then we see a husky.
Mm-hmm.
The huskies comes up on a hill overlooking the night sky, and he says a soliloquy. It's essentially about like you know who you are and yourself. You
And
love
where-
yourself, and
Yeah, it's pretty much. Actually, it was
your
funny.
heart is where love is.
I
And
think Kris Kristofferson made the same speech in Blade 2.
right.
I do believe
it's
he
the
said
voice
that.
of Kris Kristofferson.
Yeah.
I do believe after they resurrected him. He said the same thing to Blade.
Dude, Nobody's is a better Blade Trinity than.
Blade Trinity has its moments.
You know what?
Ryan Reynolds is having fun.
When you love to hear
I
B-Dog
feel-
say like ass ramming thunder cunt or whatever.
I feel like
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not going out on a limb to say Blade 3 is better than any of these fucking movies.
Oh, Blade 3 is so much better than this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you know what? I would pay to go to a theater to go see Blade Trinity before again.
I mean, Blade 3 kind of almost has Deadpool in it, just a little bit.
A little bit
before.
All right.
Anyway,
So
what
this
do we?
dog.
So Kris Kristofferson as a husky talks about how love is true and your friends are amazing or something. I don't even remember.
It was very weird.
Yeah. It's like,
you know, he's in other movies, right?
Dude, that would have been awesome. Like, this wolf just goes around, like, quoting movies at people, and somehow it
They're all
helps them out.
Kris Kristofferson
or
movies.
like if the buddies were there, it's like the reason for your power is this: your mother was bitten by a vampire when she was pregnant.
Bud saved
Also,
her
my
from the
friend-
vampire. They fell in love. He
Also, my
raised you like
friend-
his own.
By the way, my friend Pee Wee owns a circus. Yeah, okay, and then that happens, and it fades away, and welcome to Fernfield.
Yeah, it's very confusing. This wolf gives this speech,
In
and you're
Alaska,
like, what?
we only know it's Alaska because the movie's called Snow Dogs.
Yeah.
Buddies.
Whatever. It's the same thing. It doesn't
Below.
Eight Below. What is White Fang? Is it, yeah.
Yeah. So we go to Fernfield, and it's all the buddies.
We pick up right where we left off with Air Buddies.
Yeah, pretty much literally. Like, it's
Yeah.
showing you all the
I think it
the
showed
buddies
some
with the
shots
kids.
from Air Buddies. Like,
the dirty kid, I think so, yeah.
the dirty kid is like the same shot. The fat, rich kid.
The average
with
kid's eating a
Butterball.
sandwich with Butterball.
Butterball brings him his lunch.
to his car.
The B Dog is playing with
Jesus.
with the
Brian,
ghetto
how do
kid.
you feel about B Dog?
Yeah, please.
I don't feel good.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's weird. I guess it's better. I don't know. I mean, well, I think B Dog is unnecessary. It would
very
be even
unnecessary.
weirder if it was like
What
a
is
black.
necessary in this?
All
Was
of it, Bob.
anything?
All of it. All right.
Like, with the exception of him, it was
No.
all
Well,
necessary.
no, I think it's just like it would just be
Oh.
even weirder if it was like. It would, I think, maybe be weirder if they gave those lines to a black child. They just feel like he is a giant stereotype. I mean, like if
Yeah.
he was, yeah. So I guess
Oh.
No,
I
they give those lines to his kid, the white kid who like
Yeah.
does the like double
Yeah, he does
chest
the
pound
dip,
piece
yeah,
out,
he's-
like
yeah.
Who's wearing the same necklace?
yeah, I
yeah,
think
as
he's
the dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has the dog. Yeah. So
Rose's owner is just a female. Once again, it's like the female dog. Her owner
belongs to a girl
who has
There's-
no other identifiable traits.
She's not
Do
playing
any of-
soccer like
do
you would have
any of
thought.
them?
Oh, man, Brian. God, Jesus.
Tom doesn't have the fucking power for this.
I can't.
No, I'm being
Like, I know
facetious.
you're joking.
I'm being facetious. The makers of the Snow Buddies.
What was it you said like last time you were on? You're like, she's the air bud of women, and we were like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I meant that she's the greatest.
Let's not break it down.
The dirty kid gets dirty with his dog.
Yeah.
What else? Is that all five?
Oh,
of
and
them?
Buddha is teaching.
yeah, he's
teaching
teaching
a
yoga
yoga class,
class.
even though humans cannot understand him talking.
Yeah, somehow he's leading a yoga class. Also, everything is like the kids getting ready to leave their house for school.
Yeah.
And he's leading a yoga
Yoga
class
class.
that this kid is taking before he goes to school. Are they strangers? Were those his parents? Was that just their living
It was
room?
in a studio, though.
He rang a gong.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's,
And he said namaste.
well, he's a professional.
So
They're there.
they meet at the park after all the humans go to do their human stuff. Remember, right?
Yes. Well,
Or do we? We
yes,
see,
the-
we see
well,
Bud's
the-
family. 'Cause
Bud's family in the morning.
It's the
Richard
hou-
Karn is
Richard
back.
Karn is the dad, and the mom's still the same,
Yep.
and it's still the kid is
the black neighbor kid is the same, but their child is different.
right. Dude,
Hey,
the
I don't
casting
remember either one of their
fluctuates.
names. I'm sorry.
It doesn't even matter.
That was a different.
Pretty
kid.
much, Fernfield in this movie is forgettable. It doesn't even matter. Fernfield is not in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, almost instantly, the dogs meet up in the park.
They go to hide.
They
and
go to
seek,
play hide.
and
Oh
seek.
wait! First, B-Dog
Yeah, B-Dog,
chases
yeah.
the kitten.
Yeah.
That part is so superfluous.
Except, well,
We gotta talk about
I'm
it.
gonna talk
'cause
about
It sets the ball.
Yeah.
It sets all this in motion.
yeah, it's the only reason any of this happens.
Yeah. No,
man.
if he doesn't chase that kitten, this is
He-
just another lovely day.
So
at
he
Fernfield.
chases. He
that
sees this
kitten.
kitten. He like chases it down. When he turns a corner, he sees this other cat, and it starts hissing at him, and it's voiced by Whoopi fucking Goldberg. God damn it, garbage woman person, fucking trode.
I'm fine with Whoopi Goldberg.
I'm a pretty big Theodore Rex guy, so
Get out of here. Nobody
I
likes
like
that.
I like Made in America.
Sammies. Anyway, she voices the cat, and the cat's like, "Stop chasing my cat.
kitten.
You stop chasing my kitten, you piece of shit." And she starts chasing B-Dog. So when he shows up to the park, he's like hiding, and they're like, "Why are you hiding?" He's like, "Oh, I'm not hiding. I'm thinking we should play hide and seek." So that's when they're all supposed to be hiding, fucking Butterball sees an ice cream truck that's open and goes, "Free
And
ice
it's
cream."
the same town. Like the town is accurate to all the other movies. It's in front of the ice cream store we have seen before.
Yeah, no, that's Fernfield.
But Fernfield, it says Fernfield Dairies on the truck.
Yes.
This is a dairy.
This is local ice cream.
local ice cream.
Yeah, I mean,
So this guy's like, he takes these 2 tubs of ice cream out.
Buckets.
And, buckets. They're big buckets on a trolley. Then Butterball runs in. What is it?
Butterball runs in and starts eating ice cream. He's like,
What's
oh,
the
it's
Zen dog's name?
Buddha.
Buddha.
He's like, oh, there's free ice cream in here. And
Buddha's like, "I can see you, man." He's like, "Yeah, whatever, free ice cream." And he runs in, and then so they all run over and like, "Dude, you can't be in there." And I think Rosebud tells B-Dog to like,
B-Dog like wait outside, and then B-Dog
and they
Miss
all
Mittens.
climb inside.
Well, no, because
he sees Miss Mittens and he wants to get away from Miss Mittens.
Yeah, but
these are
they're trying to get him out. Why do all 4 other dogs need to get in? Like, if B-Dog was left outside, why did all the other ones have to go into the ice cream truck to get one out?
Codependency?
You're asking me
Anyway,
why?
You're right. Fine, whatever.
Because it's nobody.
Actually, wait, hold on. Oh god, you're gonna hate me for what I'm about to say, but I think it's nobody's business.
Jesus Christ! No! It's all falling apart.
Oh God. Brian,
all right.
you're a professional, man.
Exactly.
That's how he can do things like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's why people pay me.
We didn't do it.
Yeah. No.
You said something else during the movie. I forget what it was. It was pretty. It was like a pun that was pretty good. I can't.
All right.
I'm gonna think of it.
So, B-Dog sees Miss Katie.
They go into the truck,
and they all end up in the truck.
The guy comes in, and is like, "Oh, I'll close it up," and then on the outside.
All right, so this doesn't make any sense. He closes this door. It's a truck. But then in the truck, there's this big metal box that they've all climbed into.
And it looks like a cell from Jurassic Park. Like you put a raptor in.
Yeah.
It does. It seriously does. He closes it up, and you're like, what the hell is that box? How is ice cream going to Alaska from this truck?
Well, it's the most efficient way to ship it everywhere.
It also says, it says it's going to Fern...
Yes.
Tiuktuk, Alaska. Fern Tiuktuk, Alaska.
And you're like, why?
What?
How? It's a local.
As we saw, all right, look.
It's like, do you know how famous their ice cream was?
I mean, as we saw in Air Bud Spikes back with that child just ate nothing but ice cream when you could eat the free ice cream.
You know what?
The ice cream is that fucking good.
Totally forgot about that.
That's
there was
true.
a child that ate ice cream for an entire summer.
Yeah, that's how good the Fernfield ice cream is. There's probably drugs in it.
Okay.
Look, every step of this fucking way, I'm going to have questions about. Why was he delivering local ice cream with an international ice, or like a intercontinental? Let's still say continent. You gotta cross the damn ocean. You gotta go over another country.
No, it was they're in Washington State.
Yeah, and you gotta go above Canada to go.
Okay,
to
yeah, but it's not like
Alaska.
across the pond.
Fine, I'm just saying he's delivering local ice cream that's made locally.
It's the greatest ice cream
But
ever
he
made.
also has ice cream loose tubs stacked.
Stacked in this fucking thing, and the buddies are in there loose too.
They're loose. They also eat all the ice. They eat a bunch of ice cream and they all pass out
Yeah.
and wake up when they're already on a plane. And we're like, Jesus Christ, they're flying them.
Would it be insane if the dogs died from like too much sugar? You know,
Yeah.
like they forced them to actually.
Or they just ate like a tub of chocolate ice cream and they all
It's like,
died.
no. These dogs are doing all their own stunts in this. We're just gonna put a bunch of dogs in a tub and tubs of ice cream in a box. We're gonna drop them a plane.
God.
There's two.
And we're gonna put some cameras in there, and it's gonna be amazing.
Fill that shit with GoPros.
Yeah.
Were the 5 dogs that died from the virus also, or was Were they in this box and the one with
Dude,
the tree?
no, it was the virus,
All
but
right.
that box would have killed. It would have
All right,
shredded
so
them.
They're in this plane. They wake up. They're like, "Where are we?" One of them they look out their window. There's a little window in their box, and it's conveniently next to the window in this tiny little plane. And
I see a bunch of white
while they're
puffy
pulling
things.
them up, Butterball farts, and it makes its way into the
They
cabin.
had to establish the farting happens.
Yes.
Yeah.
And his farts are still visible.
It's established in Air Buddies, Brian.
How disturbing did you find that his farts were visible?
Oh, I mean, yeah, that is disturbing on a number of reasons. I mean,
It's green too.
Yeah, that's
It's like
a lot
a
of
dark. It's like olive, like a very dark olive.
This dog's
green.
already sick.
Yeah.
Something wrong.
That's
not
definitely
good.
if you can see someone's farts, I mean, I'd just be like, wow, you got problems. You got one shitty ass friend.
So they're in this plane, and we're like, oh, okay, well, they're going to end up in Alaska. When this plane lands, and this box full of loose ice cream and dogs is taken off of it safely.
To be fair, they don't know that there's dogs in it.
The ice cream is still loose. It would be destroyed in this fashion.
You've never...
The back of this plane just opens up and drops it. It air-dropped ice cream
To Alaska.
in the middle of fucking the woods.
Yeah, in December.
Ice cream airdropped in a steel box that looks like it could keep a demon in it.
Maybe there's...
Falls out of
okay.
a plane.
All right, yeah, I saw that.
It's
It's seriously, the box
insane.
looks like the beginning of Jurassic Park.
It
Like
does.
they're unloading raptors on the fucking Alaskan
like-
tundra.
You're like, well, calm down. There's still a parachute. Once this thing hits the earth, it's on a mountain and it falls down the side of a fucking mountain.
Yeah.
And when they come out of it, it's upside down. The dogs would be fucking mush puddles of crushed dogs.
Yes.
Not to mention the product is destroyed.
Yeah, all the ice cream is done.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is dropping ice cream on Alaska like this? It's craziness.
People of Fernfield.
Can you imagine that's the device you came up with when you're writing the script?
It's like the raccoon with the keys. Robert Vince is a maniac. I don't know what he's thinking.
I mean, yeah.
It's fucking bullshit, man.
My
Air
head
dropping
hurts.
ice cream. Those dogs would be fucking dead, but they crawl out of it fine.
Yeah.
Do you think people in Alaska want to eat that much ice cream? They're surrounded by fucking ice.
Maybe it's like
Like
soup to them.
24 hours a day.
We'll get to how much ice cream they eat later. This is horse shit as well.
Dude,
You know what? I have a theory. We'll get to it.
just say it.
All right,
well,
just
yeah.
say it.
Because I really don't know what happens right now. The dogs get out and they walk around a lot.
Well, at this point, we've introduced Adam. We skipped that. You see Adam.
You're right. We do see
When they
Adam
get-
Bilson.
Adam Bilson
I
is this
remembered
kid.
his name.
Well, it's because they said it a lot near
Yeah.
the end of the film.
You're right.
Uh,
He owns Shasta,
he has Shasta, a
which
little
is a baby husky.
He's also getting ready for school, but he lives in Alaska, and he's like pretending to dog sled on a dog sled in their garage. And then his mom's like, "It's time for work school," and he's like,
He has two
"Ugh."
incredibly incompetent white parents, just like Fernfield.
They are very incompetent.
They actually give.
They're terrible. parents.
They're worse than Bud's.
They are. They're
parents.
bad parents. Like,
They're straight up hard. We'll get to why.
yeah.
It's Alaska.
But we'll get to it right now because at least with Bud's parents, they were like neglectful.
Yeah.
But they didn't force their children to play sports or anything. They were like, "Yeah, oh, they're playing sports." That's the crazy thing. They had a dog that could play sports, but they didn't really force their kids to
kids
play
do it.
sports with
No,
the
no.
dog.
Oh, the dogs. I mean,
Right.
God, you saw how bad that's gonna be if the dog is just whipping your shit.
I guess the kids would stop
it's like,
playing sports. Like,
it's
this dog
dude,
fucking.
Yeah, everybody just keeps like dunking on me and shit. He's a real fucking asshole about it, dude.
And the parents like love the dog. Like we don't even have to pay for his college, so
Yeah, no.
he's making us rich.
I'm talking probably,
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, no.
No, but
Adams
Adams-
would look for that dog.
Adam's parents. So he goes to school and then it shows him at a hockey game and he scores on his own team and his dad's like, he scored on his own team. He's a fucking moron. His mom's like, oh, I didn't understand. And then
She's like, you're a moron
and
too.
then the other kids on his team are like, way to go, jackass. And you're just like, why would they let this continue to happen to their child? He clearly doesn't like it.
Yeah, he obviously
He's
hates
not
it.
good at it and he hates it. And everybody's making fun of him, including them.
Yeah, look at our little loser.
They're
son.
bad parents.
For way more reasons than just this.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, that
So that
establishes him
happens.
and Shasta
because on his way to school, he goes to watch a dog sled go by because he loves dog sledding. Yeah. And he knows where this guy's trained.
Isn't that where we also meet John George?
Is that John George on the dog?
Is that who rode by?
I think it
Probably.
is.
All right.
Yeah, he's a real piece of
but
shit.
you don't meet him there. He just goes by.
Oh, you might just go by.
Because the kid sees him and he goes, "That's going to be us one day, Shasta." And then when he runs away, that's when the buddies in the
buddy
box,
plane goes by, right?
The box comes down behind him with the parachute.
Really far away.
Yeah, but you can see it in the shot. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then...
So once they've gotten out of the box, they're like, "We don't know where we are." He's like, "All of my sniffs are the same. I can't find home."
This ice cream has no flavor.
Yeah, because they don't know what snow is.
They thought snow was ice cream. They thought they went to an ice cream
land
or something.
Because they're pretty fucking stupid as far as talking dogs go, I guess.
No, but they have superior knowledge in a lot of arenas that you wouldn't assume.
A functional knowledge.
They can understand
theology.
rules, but they don't seek knowledge.
Yeah, man.
They know what
geography and shit.
They don't seek knowledge.
That's true.
They just have it.
They can retain
I
it,
think
but they're
Bud
not
passed
actually
it down through his genes.
Well, I mean, there is a certain
super sports gene.
Yeah,
it's not just about sports; it's about knowledge.
Yeah, there's a certain element of the divine. I think really we just call it a super sports gene because on a lot of other levels, it's frankly intellectually terrifying. I mean,
Bud passed down his knowledge through quantum physics.
They're the fucking master race.
You heard of a
golden retrievers?
Yes. It's like it works like them.
That's obviously.
All right.
Anyway,
the buddies are
like they just start walking in a direction, and it gets to be nighttime, and it cuts back to Adam, or no, it cuts back to Bud and Molly.
We meet Richard Karn around.
No, we saw him first when the kids were getting ready for school. God, this movie sucks dicks, it's really hard to remember. All the scenes are really short. And nothing happens in them.
Yeah,
they're pretty pointless.
Basically, Bud and Molly
go.
Tom Everett Scott and Molly Shannon.
Yes, they go to the park and see just the buddies' toys on the ground, and they're like, "Oh, well, we'll find them." And they've been wandering looking for them.
Yeah, and then
meanwhile, the kid and the
kid
neighbor
does the school thing.
And then like they go to Richard Carr, they're like, "Hey, we can't find the buddies," and it's like, "Yeah, they got this shit on there. They got this shit on lockdown. We'll worry about this tomorrow."
Richard Karn's like, "I'm getting paid to be here."
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't care about you.
That's right. That's when
anyone.
I freaked out while we were watching it because it's like, whenever these dogs disappear, it's because some freakish duo
clown,
of idiots.
Russian dog napper scientists.
like someone is kidnapped them for a nefarious purpose, and Richard Karn's still just like, "Well, I'm sure they'll turn up. We'll look for him again in the morning." It's like, dude, pull your head out of your ass.
What do you need?
Yeah.
They were like every 6 months, Bud's being kidnapped by raccoons and shit. Do something.
You know what? If I was Richard Karn, I'd just throw in the towel too.
Yeah.
Like, the dogs are done. What? You expect me to go out and figure out what moose handler and his crazy wife have kidnapped him for some reason because they want to teach him how to do whatever they use a moose for? Fuck you, kid! He would lose his mind if he actually had to think.
Sometimes.
Well, how am I supposed to figure it out? You could literally be anyone from anywhere on Earth trying to steal our dogs.
You think at some point, I mean, God. You think at some point you just be like, you know what? Maybe it's for the best that we don't have these dogs anymore. They've taken over our lives. I can't have a normal job. I have to drop everything at work because, oh no, someone stole our goddamn dogs
again.
So you can win a goddamn soccer tournament.
Can you imagine you're in the office, over the last few years, Mr. Whatever, your dog's been kidnapped by a Iranian circus. What? Again?
Yeah.
Fuck!
I gotta leave work, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Boss, I'm sorry. I have to leave again.
Yeah,
a roving pack of emu handlers.
Yeah, no.
Kidnapped your family dog again.
They need my dog to drive a nuclear sub. I don't know why.
I want to hook Airbud's brain into the fucking chassis board of a nuclear sub to run it for Russia. What?
Well, I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Dude, an Air Bud cartoon could be nuts.
Yeah,
Apparently,
look, that would actually be amazing. Air Buddy's a cartoon. It's just every
No, Air
episode.
Bud. I want Air Bud. It's, just... he just keeps getting kidnapped every week.
Oh, I also wanted to make my movie. I think I talked about it earlier with Taste Buddies.
Oh, yes.
That was it.
Yes,
That was what I was thinking about.
Buddies.
Yeah,
Taste
where they're
Buddies.
just like food reviewers and fucking Gordon Ramsay's, and it is
Gordon
like
Ramsay,
and the joke
man.
is always like, this tastes like dog food. And he's like, what do you expect? We're puppies.
The end, instead of a race, it could be them versus a Super Chef
Yeah,
Bobby
it's
Flay.
like Ratatouille
You know,
or something.
like-
But yeah, it's like
They
Ratatouille.
go on Iron Chef.
Yeah, the Iron
No,
Chefs.
man.
With the puppies.
Robert Vince, come on.
Dude.
Get your
It's
shit
the
together.
idea's there.
I know, dude. Taste Buddies.
Food Network
2018.
crossover. Taste Buddies. Ah!
His life is horrible. He should be like, thank God somebody he put the kid to bed and he was like, I'm glad they took him. I'm sick of this. Didn't we get rid of him in the last movie? Why am I dealing with this still?
It's like Richard Karn going to like Nick Cage level like deadfall shit. You know,
Fucking hangers! That'd be awesome.
You never know. Maybe Karn has range, man.
No, not in this. These movies have no range. It's the same
Where
fucking
are we?
thing.
Where are we?
We're in hell, Bob.
I agree.
The buddies are like roaming the tundra.
Oh,
Yeah.
Adam's mom puts him, like, tucks him in, and then he gets out of bed and prays to God for a dog sled team
For Christmas.
for Christmas. So he was like, I know I asked for it for my birthday, but I really
Well, as
want a
we
dog
said,
sled.
Their
team."
bud is from heaven, and his children are, a tool of God too.
He was probably cast out for being too perfect.
The buddies sleep in like a
The choirs of angels got jealous.
send him out.
You must walk Earth for all time, Airbud.
God, what if
Jesus Christ.
I think you mean Airbud.
Okay. The
Dude,
buddy,
there could be also. What about all the buddies? Like they take over the crown of England. You call it hair buddies.
hair buddies.
Air Buddies. Yeah,
Like-
'cause
like
they
Air
cheat.
Buddies.
Like they're
Oh,
Air
the throne.
Air Buddies. I like that. Yeah.
Or they could be German. And
Yeah, hair buddies. That'd be fun. Get you bolted erected, set it in
both.
fucking World War II. It'd be awesome.
You can use the set up blood rain again.
I still got all my blood rage stuff. Let's do it. Put them in dogs in the costume. It'd be funny.
God.
Man, what a piece of shit. The dogs sleep in like a foxhole or something.
pretty much.
And in the morning, they're like walking and they come. Shasta finds them.
And they think they run from
yeah.
Shasta because they think he's like a
big wolf.
pack of wolves.
They call him a pack of wolves.
Yeah.
And then he's like, no, I'm just one tiny little puppy. Ha ha ha.
You guys suck.
There's all kinds of. You know what? You know what? The padding of this movie is. Each one of them has a personality that's useless, except for it eats up time because every time there's a scene,
They all have to
each
act,
have
yeah.
a joke about whatever they love the most, or in B-Dog's case, just being racist.
Yeah, no.
Dude, if you cut B-Dog out of what he said out of the movie, you'd cut like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
nuts. And everything he says is horrible.
It is. He definitely does say,
Well, yo, dog, what are you doing rolling up in this hood? Like,
Yeah.
Yo, that's not chill.
please stop!
yeah, no, I mean,
Stop
yeah.
talking.
Dude, I wish Richard Karn was that character. Like, he hates all the buddies.
No, it should be.
You shut up!
I just want a normal life.
I thought these dogs were smart. Talks like an idiot.
I married a woman so I can have a family. Not this.
Every day, everybody. Every day. I regret not killing you. You know what? I don't even think you can die.
He says it as he's framing an old Yeller poster.
Should have killed you. Dude, the mom should have ran him over in the first movie and we
God.
never have to deal with any of this.
It'll be all done.
Okay.
Goblin
They
intervened.
meet Shasta and he's like, I'll take you to Big Chief.
I'm gonna take you to
Saint Bernard.
Saint.
Saint
It wasn't-
Bernie.
Saint
Bernie.
Bernie.
Saint
And
Bernie.
they were like, we've never met a saint before.
Yeah, they think he's like a holy man, but it's
From-
it's the deputy.
yeah. Voiced by
So
Jim Belushi.
they meet
Who's
up
the
with
Saint
him.
Bernard, yeah.
They go out. At this point,
Doesn't Adam find that book?
Yeah.
We're not in order. It doesn't matter. Just
No. I think first though when the kids go to the sheriff's office in Fernfield.
Oh yeah,
and they're like, our dogs are missing. It's official.
This
like,
is the
you
first
need
movie
to do
without
something
Old
about
Blue.
it. Yeah,
Old Blue.
Blue's not
He
it.
died in the last movie, so from Old School.
Judge. Oh.
He was the sheriff before the new guy.
Right.
That you witnessed.
He's not even a sheriff. He said
He's
he
a
was
deputy.
Deputy Dan or something like that. They go to him and he's like, I'll put out an all points bulletin, and he like
an all puppy bulletin.
clickety
It was-
all puppy
it wasn't
bulletin.
all,
That's
it
right.
was an
I'm gonna put out
APB,
an
all puppy
bulletin.
bulletin.
And he like it basically sends an email with a picture of the dogs. And
What
then
sort of world we live in where like the police are like, we got to drop everything? 5 puppies are missing from Fernfield, Washington.
Jesus.
But they're the air puppies.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, they are.
They're the buddies.
They're the
But
buddies.
they're not famous. Air Bud is famous.
It's like Bowser's children.
I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
some of them still play sports, and at least they did at some point. Okay. Because I feel like that happens. He sends it. That's when it cuts to St. Bernie and his sheriff, who's also a super old dude, and he doesn't understand
Dude, that
the
guy's
internet.
great. Yeah.
Like, he doesn't understand the
I'm
internet.
not going to read this, so I can't just open an envelope?
I want to open an envelope. You can't believe these electronic screens. He's talking to a dog about the internet and how he doesn't want to
Dude,
use it.
you're in
It's
Alaska.
awesome.
Yeah.
The only way people can talk to you is like...
You'd think you'd want to
airdrop.
talk to someone
learn the
that wasn't
internet.
there. Well, it's fine.
Well, they drink a lot.
So he doesn't open the email, but he does go outside.
And see the buddies?
The buddies are talking to
St. Bernie.
the St. Bernard, and that's also when Jean-Georges shows up with his sled dogs.
Oh, right.
I forget the character actor's name. He's in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he goes into
He'll always be known as Jean-Georges.
he goes into the like general store that Adam's dad runs, apparently, and the dogs are all talking outside
Yes.
because the French sled dogs.
Who are
All
sort
right.
of the villains.
Wait,
though
no. First, Jean-Georges goes in and he's like, "Where's the thing I ordered? I have a terrible French accent." And then he's like,
Also, he's like a fur trapper.
he's dressed
He's
like
from
a
The
fur
Revenant,
trapper.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's right out of The Revenant.
should have had Tom Hardy and Ross.
Dude, see Bud get mauled by a bear. Bud versus a bear.
I feel sorry for that bear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Leonardo DiCaprio is a little bitch compared to Air
Air
Bud.
Bud.
Like, fuck that. He's like, "Where's the thing I ordered?" And he's like, "It didn't come in on the last shipment." Which, if their shipments are just boxes dropped into the wilderness out of planes, good luck getting anything in fucking Canada that you ordered.
It's like, all they sent is ice cream. I think they're just taunting us at this point. It's just some sort of sick joke.
We can't live
they're
on
in
this.
Alaska. We're just going to send them ice cream. Shit, pieces of shit.
Like, we need insulin, and you keep saying
Weeks
it's
later,
like
it just blocks of ice.
it's just
We've
dropping.
got that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just cream and rock salt. All we can do is make ice cream with this. You sick sons of bitches.
You got the cold. Here's the ingredients. You don't need it. All right. What the fuck? Jean-Georges and his dad get into an argument, and he's like, "Oh, you're not going to enter
You're not
the
gonna
race this
sled
year
anymore, you pussy. Yeah.
Oh, because earlier his dad said something about like you're not going to dog sled because it's dangerous, and not since the accident. You think he's
What happened?
What happened?
Yeah.
Since what happened?
Since what happened? You'll never dog sled. And we were like, what the fuck happened? And then here he's like, those dogs were my family.
And then
Jean-Georges is like, oh, wait. Oh, I had tiny violin.
someone loves dogs.
Wah, wah.
It's a baby.
You fat bastard.
Dude, it's fucking rude as fuck. That's when we go
That's why I
outside.
do impressions.
That's when the dogs. That's when the dogs are outside talking, and the dogs are French too,
Yeah.
and they're pieces of shit as well.
Probably Quebecois.
They're openly mocking the death of,
Yeah,
of
Shasta's
Shasta's
parents.
And
Yeah.
at one point they're like, "What's up, Johnny?"
Johnny No Bear.
Were your parents no
Yeah,
parents?
no.
We didn't have parents, no
Yeah,
parents.
pretty much.
Oh, I forgot you had parent sickles.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, hey, wait. Did you lose your mom and dad?
You're the guy whose parents are dead, right? Cool.
There's no one to calm your tears, right?
Yeah, no.
And then the buddies are like, "What the fuck? Fuck you." To the other
Jesus.
dogs, but then
Yeah.
the police dog comes up and he's like, "What's going on here?" And the sled dogs are like, "Nothing to see." And then Shasta's like, "These people aren't from here," and he's like, "Fascinating."
So much dialogue that humans don't understand takes place next to humans.
Yeah, why the sheriff was just standing while these dogs were barking at each other. Why would he be standing there?
He's probably thinking, oh, he's old. No, he's probably saying that.
He was pretty old.
He doesn't know how to use a computer. So.
Yeah, he's like,
He's just enjoying the nature of it.
This
Maybe
is
he can
where.
understand
Oh
it.
wait, this is where the Saint Bernie guy tells them
about
that the
talent.
only
right.
airport
is right
to
about
get
finish.
to is in this other in Tuuktuk,
Yeah.
which is the end point of the dog sled race that's gonna happen tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Or in like 2 days.
It was like
Like a
2
couple
days,
days,
man.
yeah, it was in a few days because they had the train.
Just
but-
to refrain, the plot is they land somewhere near Tuuktuk,
yeah,
and then they find out that there is a dog sled race
from this place
from
to
this point that ends next to an airport,
in another city. Yeah,
and they know they are aware enough that they have to get to an airport, even though they didn't really know what a plane was. They
How would
didn't know what an airplane was,
Bob,
but know that they
if they-
have to get to an airport, dude.
Well, I think they learn. You know, they're
How the
they're-
fuck would five
They're learning computers.
Yeah, they're pretty much they're
puppies cannot get on a plane alone?
We haven't
Do you
got there
understand?
yet.
I know, but
we
I'm
haven't
just saying
got there
this
yet.
you know
plan
what?
is insane.
It's
Like,
insane.
it's like,
Right,
all right,
you know
well, we'll
what?
win this race, and then we'll just walk over to an airport and get
Yeah.
on a plane and fly home.
You know
They'll
what?
know where home is because we're dogs. Like, what?
I think this is. Oh no, wait. I
What
think
the
they're gonna
fuck
get
is
to
the plan?
Dude, when
Like,
you say it out
a
loud,
human
it's
being
insane.
needs to know what the problem is for them to get home.
I think they're just gonna be like, oh wait, it's Mudbud, Butterball, the rest.
Jesus. And the rest
The
of
female.
them. The female. And the black
Rosebud,
one.
yeah, B-Dog.
You just did it. Oh, you said black. Damn it. You said B-Dog. Damn it.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
I wish progressively throughout the movies they just stop having catchphrases and stuff. They just start saying like, you know, like Buddha just goes yoga,
Yeah.
and then Rosebud just says I have a vagina. You know, like it doesn't. Like
God.
they just stop talking about what's happening.
We know it's not true because
It's
we've
not
seen
true.
future ones already.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
But it would be fun.
Are they still the same bodies in the future ones?
Oh yeah.
But the spooky?
Yep.
Yeah.
They're
I
dead
don't-
in that one.
Cool.
They're
Oh, yeah, they
ghosts.
die.
They're
in the
fucking
movie.
ghosts.
They're ghosts.
Cool. That seems in poor taste.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah.
Where are we? God damn it.
So
they learned about the race.
They learned about the race from St. Bernie, and
That's when, the kid and his parents, he's like putting away
God,
Christmas.
you know what that
stuff.
means? It's
Oh,
like
Christmas happened.
that means that
Christmas
this
Eve.
whole movie, that while it's taking place,
Holy fuck.
that the
me.
kid thinks that the dogs are in it to help him with the race, and he doesn't realize the only reason their motivation is to get
Go
to
home.
the airport.
He thinks God sent them to him.
Yeah.
And they really just need
They're
to get
just
to an
trying
airport.
to leave.
I mean,
Or we missed Christmas because all right, so no, it didn't happen yet because
Christmas
the
did
dogs.
not happen yet. No.
He meets they learn about the race. Then Shasta leads them to the garage because there's the hole in the wall that he
Yeah,
can
go ahead,
get through.
yeah.
So they hide in the garage.
Oh, and they have the garage. He's like, hey.
He shows them the sled.
Yeah.
He
It's
pulls
one-
the cover off the sled, the dog sled. Then when Adam comes in, they all hide from him, but he sees the sled's uncovered, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Man, I really love to go dog sledding because that's what.
That's when he finds the book, right?
He finds the book after Christmas
I thought okay.
because he's putting away the Christmas ornaments.
Right.
So this is before Christmas because on Christmas Day
his parents are like, here's some ice skates.
they give him ice skates for hockey because they're
They-
horrible
yeah.
fucking parents.
Even though he
hates
loathes
it.
playing hockey.
And then how does Shasta lead him to the barn? I guess to meet the buddies.
Or wait, no.
We're missing something because the
Oh,
dad
there's the
goes out
part.
at one point and like he's like searching around the barn and he hears a fart and he does
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
Oh, no, it's when
about
they
He
it.
uncover
smells
it.
a fart.
because they uncover it. The buddies uncover it. Look at the sled, and then Adam comes out, sees the sled, and then the dad's like, "Oh, Adam left the fucking lights on in the shed."
And there's like
Oh yeah.
and then like the fucking one dog farts on him. He's like, "Oh god, I've got to get out of here before I get thrown." Actually, it'd be better if he just
I
like.
love Matt's response was like, didn't he hear it?
Wouldn't he investigate the
Ew,
fart
fart
sound and
sound?
horrible smell and the puff of noxious green cloud that came from behind
No,
that
he's
box?
just like, well, I hate
Well,
barn smells. Like, I gotta
It
get out of
smells
here.
like a fucking fart in here. I'm out. Like what?
Something died in here. I'm just going to leave it.
Even
never
though
investigated
This is my
again.
property. I'm just gonna leave.
It's insane.
It's that farting bandit.
This movie.
It'd also be better if he just ran outside and just started throwing up everywhere. It's just like, oh, and then he started shitting.
Set the barn on fire. Killed the buddies. Movie over.
Yeah, pretty much. That would be much
Franchise
faster.
over.
God. No, there's still 7 movies
No,
Yeah,
left.
like, I guess the rest of them would just be Airbud
Uh,
trying to get revenge on him.
Dude, that would have been pretty good.
That would, right?
It's like Kill Bill with
Yeah.
Airbud.
Like a bad storm happens and everybody gets trapped in their homes and Bud shows up
Oh,
and murders
man.
them while they're trapped in the house.
That'd be pretty rad.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Quentin Tarantino's, Kill Bud.
Kill Bud.
Yeah, no.
Where are we?
Watching a better movie in my mind about Airbud killing people.
Yeah. Him driving a fucking
Black Mamba.
All right. The dad sees the fart. They're living in the garage.
The dad's.
He sees the fart. There's no way he didn't see that fart.
Yeah, no, I mean, we can
I
see
know,
that
I'm
far.
just
It, like,
laughing.
frightened
the fact
him
that
out
you
of
could
it.
say that sentence, the dad
It
sees
is.
the
The dad
fart.
sees the fart. That's a significant scene. Because Christmas happens.
Dude, the dad and the mom in Alaska are intensely white. They look like a postcard. The people that are on a Walmart frame before when you buy it.
Please tell me what happens.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, wait.
All right.
Because then they start training.
No, because
'cause, like-
I think Shasta leads him into the barn on Christmas morning after he opens his presents and he's pissed.
Oh,
Oh,
and
no,
then
but they've already
they
done the training.
And the
after
dogs are already standing.
yeah, they've already
They- they-
trained.
by the time
by
he
Christmas.
shows them-
Oh,
But then he shows them he's like
you're
they're
fucking right. They
Dude, we
met
missed the
wolf
whole-
again.
Yeah.
Jesus,
We missed
God.
so much stuff. Hold on.
all right. Now, how's about okay?
They do Adam is like, we're gonna make a fucking team, and then there's
But they've already done the
the
montage with fucking Kris Kristofferson at that point. I thought.
Yeah, they do the. They
'Cause
do
that's
the
what, like,
okay. So
skills.
they find the book, and the book has the prophecy thing about the.
That's right. He's reading it. He's reading the fucking the
Yes,
prophecy.
yes.
He's
You're
reading
right.
the
Okay.
book in
We're
bed.
gonna rewind. Adam finds the book in the shed.
It's a
It's like
sledding journal.
sledding journal or
written
something.
by good God knows who.
I'm
Like,
assuming the dad, maybe.
It doesn't say that.
That's
They
true, it
never say
doesn't.
that. But it's in it. It says that there is like a magical
his dad
sled
seems too
dog.
brain dead to have written a prophecy about a
Yeah.
fucking
He can't
wolf in
investigate
the
a
sky.
fart, and he's writing prophecies.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a magical sled dog that that is destined to become.
To turn into the Northern Lights when he
will
dies?
turn into the Northern Lights and shine whenever you need him there
When he dies.
when he dies.
Yeah.
And he's the greatest sled dog ever.
Yeah,
And
they end up meeting
when they know about the race, before the boys on board, you're right. The buddies and Shasta are
Yeah,
like,
because the buddies were like, yo, no, we're going to be a sled dog team.
and Shasta's like, well, there's a renegade wolf that lives in the mountains we can go visit that used to be the
Right.
greatest sled dog in Alaska.
and it's Talon. It's Kris
His name's
Kristofferson.
Talon. Yeah, the
It's
guy.
like the dog from the beginning.
Yes.
The-
But this scene's bullshit because he gives them the same speech Michael Clark Duncan gave him about "You're never
It's
alone."
the same scene. You're
It's the
never
same fucking
alone.
thing.
Look up at the moon. You're never alone. Look up at the aurora borealis. You're never alone.
Yeah, it's just that instead of howling, look at the fucking sky.
It does.
It
It
was the
yeah.
same fucking
Yeah.
speech. It's
Regardless,
crazy.
then
Still
they
weird that's
go
in
back.
Blade 2.
What?
It's still weird that they say that in Blade 2, but anyway.
They establish Talon, and then they start training for the sled dog.
He
game.
does fuck nothing for them except give them a speech
And he
they
stares at
already
him
heard.
for
And
a
he
whole
stares at him.
montage.
He watches them do other shit. later when the boy starts training him. He didn't do anything.
No.
He gave him
He
confidence.
said not a word about dog
he gave
sledding.
he gave him fucking energy and motivation.
He gave him a
and
speech from
determination.
Blade 2.
Yeah, give that speech from Blade 2.
He gave him a Blade 2 speech. Doesn't help you fucking be a dog sled team.
It would help me.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, you would be as close to being a dog sled team as I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I fucking hate Airbud.
You would be as close to being a dog sled team as that dog sled team if they were to give you the Blade 2 speech. What?
Exactly. I got
Please go to the fucking North Avenue and start screaming at people.
Yeah.
Don't you understand? Haven't you seen Blade 2, motherfucker?
It's happening today.
Oh, God. I can't watch 7 more of these.
Dude, it's awesome.
Hey, it's just halftime.
This is literally halfway.
You've done it. You're halfway there.
What happens?
See,
What happens next?
I'm assuming
Santa
the buddies are gonna get separated
Santa
or something.
Buddies 2 is going to be the greatest movie we've ever
All right. Here's what I'm assuming is happening: is there is a Fernfield ice cream truck that's supposed to go to the North Pole.
Oh wait!
The
Oh
buddies get-
fuck me!
Right. Yeah.
This is what happens.
'Cause
Bud
Bud-
and Molly are like, they howl at night, and they're like, they're too far away to hear our howls. We're gonna have to surge harder.
Yes.
Hard.
And then they
And we
get a
missed at the
different ice
beginning.
cream truck.
They get in another fucking ice cream box going to Alaska.
No.
Like,
No,
The
hold
same
on.
one.
Yeah.
Because they
It is
investigate.
the
It's the
same
same
one.
box.
Because
It's
Bud
the
looks
same
at-
box.
Yes,
You're
it's the same
right.
box.
He sees-
It's like there's puppy prints.
There's puppy prints.
So
in the-
somebody box up.
Who the in what time period? Like,
It's been like a
a box
day.
full of loose ice cream was dropped somewhere. Someone had to hunt it down. They had to
Yes,
hunt
ice
it down.
Yes, get it down,
harvest
ice cream.
whatever ice cream was all over the place. The
Yes.
inside of that fucking box.
And
This was
puppy guts.
insane. Then
Ship it back.
Ship it back to get more
move
ice cream.
that giant box with what? How? On what road? It was in the wilderness.
Oh, you get a
Got
helicopter
it
and a
back
magnet.
to Fernfield
Yeah.
in that truck.
Yeah.
Like, what? Was
And
it
reloaded
clean?
with ice cream.
It was left in the wilderness for days and they didn't even clean it. Where's the goddamn wolf living in? I mean, 6 dogs fucking got transported in. God knows what could be in it on the way back.
Oh.
A whole fucking bear could have probably climbed in there. They would have closed the door like, we found it, and sent it back to Fernfield.
Oh shit!
Would it be great if
The
like
people in this world are so inept and fucking bad at everything they
Would it
do.
be
That's actually maybe that's how Bud is so good at everything.
Yeah, everybody else is just so shitty and stuff. He seems amazing.
But he lives in his own universe where humans are dumb.
Yeah.
God.
Would it be great if Talon like just wanted a way out of the wilderness and he like was just keep following the buddies around to find the crate so he could get in it and then be transported back to civilization? Like he's Lawrence Fishburne in Predators.
You gotta
You know,
feed it.
he's just looking for a way back.
Would you like a glass of water?
Oh
I'm
man.
there, bud. Would you like a glass of water?
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
So Airbud Molly get into the crate
The
and
same motherfucker.
go on the same
In
journey.
the same plane with the same pilot. Get dropped out of a fucking moving plane the same way
town.
it should be dead with the same tubs of loose ice cream.
Yeah.
Like it's bananas, man. I can't believe this happens in this movie twice.
Yeah, it's a bit.
And
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. How much fucking ice cream are they eating up there that they get another shipment of ice cream that soon?
Also,
Yeah.
that crate is so unique that they only have
Vivian!
one.
They're throwing money down the drain on this operation. Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah.
They're bringing that box back. The logistics of that are so crazy. You have to have like a GPS tag in it, a helicopter.
Dude, there's
No.
like people like in cliffhanger looking. You know what I mean? Like it's like that,
Yeah.
not to get the recovery. Like John Lithgow with that box looking for.
No, that's not gonna.
Ice cream shipment.
No.
This is the most interesting thing that's ever happened in
It's
these
so
movies.
complex.
We lost 4 men trying to bring in this ice cream.
You gotta find a cheaper, less dangerous way to ship ice cream from Washington to Alaska. Boat, maybe?
Make it there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, it's not gonna be like.
Does no one in Alaska make ice cream?
It's not gonna be Fernfield good.
It's not gonna be that Fernfield dairy ice cream though.
It's crack, as we saw in Airbud Spikes Back.
Fernfield's supposed to be a napkin exporter.
Is
That
it?
is literally established in the first movie. Oh.
I just.
Well. All right.
So Bud and Molly are on their way, and it's really superfluous until the end, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, while that's going on, the kid is training the dogs with the manual.
Yeah, teaching him how to be the best sled dogs. While Talon looks at them.
Yeah.
While Talon just stares and doesn't
He's
help.
making them harnesses.
He makes some custom harnesses. He trains them by hand, and then he gets the dog sled out, and he's like, it's too heavy, and then he builds.
Yeah.
So this is
He
what I was
built
talking
a
about.
new sled.
These parents have not realized that 5 dogs are living in their shed. That their son is welding a fucking steel-framed
That he's got
dog
6.
sled. He's building this futuristic-ass dog sled.
Also-
They have no idea.
And also, he somehow has 6 puppy-sized fucking welding goggles.
Yes.
All the
all
puppies
the
have
dogs
welding
have welding
goggles.
goggles.
Good safety first.
It's just like, who are these parents?
Bad ones.
He has... Okay, did you not think... Okay, the dad's old sled... Because the old sled used to have Shasta's parents, and they died.
Mm-hmm.
Did you not think that the reason he wasn't going to use his father's sled and build a new one was because, like, the father was going to chase him down with his sled later on or something?
Oh, man,
But
that's
But
a
it
really
doesn't
good
even
dog.
happen like
That's
that.
a really good
So it's
point.
like, why did the kid have to build a new sled? He had a...
Because it sucked?
It was
Because
fine.
like it's too heavy or something?
Was it?
It said something.
Yeah, he said it was too
too
heavy.
heavy?
Because it's like
They
he's
couldn't
going
pull it, so he
Okay,
had to
the
make a
puppies
lighter
couldn't
weight.
pull
Yeah,
it?
'cause they're
Okay.
puppies, yeah.
He had to make a lighter weight frame.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
He took his father's design.
But he still used a blowtorch without any supervision. He's like, what, 10? 9?
I don't know.
11?
I don't know how old children
Dude,
are.
he's really young. Whatever.
Using a fucking blowtorch.
He's like middle school. Yeah.
He welded a frame together. You did a great job.
Yeah,
While
no,
the
he's-
puppies watch
yeah.
with welding glasses.
He's
It's fine.
the Airbud
It's
of
insane.
welding.
His parents didn't pay attention.
Airbud of sled welding.
As they're getting better at sledding, Talon watches. Then the French dogs see it, and they're like, "What the fuck is this? This is
shit,
bullshit.
yeah.
These fucking dogs.
Yeah, and then they're like,
These fucking dogs.
They gotta do something."
yeah, it's like Shasta's parents. They drowned in the lake, and their family's cursed, buddies.
By the way, the end of the race is over a lake that other dogs have
died
perished,
in.
Well, my
perished in.
my point that I made when I watched the movie was it's like how people watch NASCAR for the crashes. So maybe the people in Furniture
They want to see.
want to watch dogs drown.
They love that
That's why
shit.
they watch dog sled racing.
Might be one of the most depressing sights a human being can witness.
Oh yeah, no, it's real depressing in the movie.
It's
Yeah, we get to see it in the movie, and it's horrible.
Yeah,
It's
it's
fucking horrible, man.
Those dogs look very unhappy.
Yes,
It's almost like they hate it.
that's why I was like,
No, dude, there was a point where somebody pushed them into
Yeah,
a
this
lake.
one's pretty much like, hey, no, get this cold ass water.
And we're not gonna
and
let you
they're
out.
like, yeah, they're like, they keep trying to get. They're like, no, you gotta stay.
No.
And their dog's this. So
we
they're
need to
just
get
like,
we need to get another angle. We gotta set
yeah,
up the
we can't
camera
do
over
this
there.
again.
It's just Robert Finch is like rolling.
Dude, that one
at the
dog-
dogs.
It's like,
Like, they don't
no.
know what's going on.
We need coverage.
There is genuine
Yes, there
fucking
is.
terror in that one dog's eyes,
Yes.
man. They are as open as they can be. He's just like,
Oh, it's in an hour.
all
but
right. We got to get through it.
we can't. Yeah.
We're almost there. The dogs train. The French guy's like, motherfuck this. The kid goes to sign up for the race. The
old man
sheriff
is like, your dad's getting back in the game. Oh my
he's
god,
like,
your
but no.
dad's back. No, wait, no, I can't believe your dad's back. I don't
this is
even
gonna
need
be
to
the
talk
best
to
race
you.
ever. And so the guy doesn't realize he just let a kid sign up for this race that dogs
like,
and people
have died in.
Yeah. And Buddy and Molly meet Chief
They meet St.
Bernardo.
Bernie.
Bernie. God,
St. Bernie.
And Bernie updates them. It doesn't matter because we don't see them until the end, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, they keep running into people. It doesn't matter. It's the B plot.
So,
Well, no, that hasn't happened yet because the race starts first.
Yeah, and he meets the other racer.
So this, all right, who the fuck cares? The end of this movie is absolutely fucking crazy and stupid. It's mostly you watching dogs run in a line, but
that's the whole movie. Are you kidding?
well, yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh, wait, we didn't talk about one really important thing. Before the race happens, Talon gives them a big sweet goodbye at night.
Oh no!
And he says, you know, you've learned, Simba, that
Yeah,
I will
right.
always be in your heart, and love is real. And then he walks up to the top of a mountain on the night sky, and he fades away.
We were joking about him like dissipating in the
and he
stars, and then
actually
he just steps over the hill and disappears.
So he was literally...
He was the legendary dog in that fable that his dad
that means
wrote.
Magic is real. Whoever wrote that book could see the future, and the future had supernatural elements in it.
I mean, again, in the world of Air Bud, it's magic realism, I think.
I don't know,
This is the first time something magical has happened.
Yeah, that was straight up magic.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Last time I was here, I saw a dog beat people at volleyball, so I believe in miracles.
Yeah, but that's like
that could happen, maybe.
He didn't dissipate into the northern lights.
That's true.
Man.
That is true. The divine goes into Air Bud.
So the wolf disappears.
Yeah.
And then the race
begins.
next day. Well, the Christmas happened.
And the Northern Lights.
Well, no, Christmas happened a long time ago.
Christmas
happened a
We're
long
at
time
the
ago.
race.
Jesus Christ.
No one's watching this movie and listening to this. So we're at the race.
We're at the race. The kid shows up. Everybody's laughing. Jean George is like, this is a fucking joke. The sheriff is like, I thought you were signing up your dad. And he's like, yeah, well, my name's on the paper and I paid.
He's
and
like,
he
well,
goes,
I'll be.
And he goes,
I'm powerless to stop you, child.
yeah, he says, well, there's nothing in the rules that says a kid can't do it.
Call back.
Call back to Air Bud, every other Air Bud, where they're like, well, none
One
of
of the
rules
teams,
say
there's
dog
a
can't
Russian guy with literally a hammer and sickle patch.
Orange patch, yeah.
There is a Swedish woman.
There's a
Dressed in
Japanese guy.
blue.
The
There's a
Japanese guy,
Japanese
and then
guy, and
Jean George, and
a
the kid.
child.
And a child. It's like wacky races.
It kind of is.
I don't know. Wacky Races was like enjoyable.
Well, yes.
So when that race starts, who tells Adam's dad? The race begins, and Adam's dad is like loading something into somebody's car for him or something, and they're like, man, it's really cool you let Adam participate in the race like that. Aren't you going to go to the finish line?
It's the sheriff. He's like, wait. He's like, oh, well, yeah, wait, what did you say?
Also, it's a 2-day race.
It's
okay, no, it's important. This timeline is really important.
This dad is inept
because
and
bullshit. It has started. The sheriff went into town during the day, like midday, and let it slip that his son was in the dangerous, possibly life-threatening dog race.
Yeah.
And then what happens after that? The dad's like, oh, gets in his car, drives away.
You're like, oh, he's going to go to where the race began, talk to somebody,
find a snowmobile, find something.
Well, we don't know because we don't see him for a while.
Because it's just a bunch of horseshit racing where John George takes out the Japanese guy and the Russian guy
with a whip and
he's cheating. It doesn't whatever.
Yeah.
They get to the midway point at night. Just John George, the Swedish woman,
everybody and Molly at this point though meet Saint. This timeline doesn't make any sense.
It's nuts.
Because Bud and Molly meet Saint Bernie, and he's like, "Oh, those are your puppies." And the sheriff finally opens that email.
Yeah.
To realize, oh my God, that was awesome. Actually, when the sheriff opens the email, he goes, "Oh my God, it's the puppies!"
It was like Troll 2.
Yeah,
they're gonna eat me. Oh my God,
it was good.
Yeah. And then
So now at this point, there's a octogenarian, a Saint Bernard, and 2 golden retrievers
looking for these buddies,
talking to each other, seemingly. But where is he? Where is the information, dude? This is what I'm saying.
There's a race going on.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's Air Bud.
This drove me insane because there's a race happening, and a dad is so inept. He doesn't ask a single person.
No, you know what?
For where the midpoint is with the tent, and they're gonna sleep all night and start in the morning. This is a whole night of non-action. This dad, what the fuck?
They know exactly where it is.
He just has to ask anyone and say, "My son is not supposed to be there. Help me."
Yes, you think someone at the actual midpoint center where the
he crashed his car in the road.
Oh, that's right.
Him and his wife were stuck. It somehow took him like hours to get to his home and get to his wife.
He's a professional bobsledder, but he didn't know that you couldn't drive a truck to the
bobsled, dog
sledder. He didn't know you couldn't drive a truck.
He's done the race. He should know where the halfway point is.
He should actually.
He has been there. It's the same lake his dogs died in. He should know where the fucking rest point is.
No, he is so clueless.
They drive past the halfway point.
He doesn't say
all
to the
the
sheriff,
way.
"You have a snowmobile. We're in Alaska.
There's all sorts
This
of...
is
No,
Alaska."
do you not understand? He crashes the car. The sheriff shows up. All right, so good God in heaven, this makes no sense. Bud and Molly are with the St. Bernard, not with the sheriff. They're separate because the sheriff was like, I got some work to do. I'll see you at the finish line to the dog. So all the dogs are just running.
Yeah.
They're just running the whole
sheriff
way.
assumes the dog
The
totally
sheriff
understood what
opens
he's...
the email, goes, "Oh my God!" Gets on his snowmobile, starts going. You would think to the halfway point, but he runs into the mother and the husband of the child who shouldn't be in the race with the dogs he's looking for, and all of them don't go to that midway point. They go to the next town overnight.
Well, also because the kid spends
Like, what the fuck?
He has a snowmobile.
Well, also,
Actually, this race is 3 days
because
long.
there's a fucking massive snowstorm.
3 days.
Yeah, there's a snowstorm.
3 days. They knew about it on the first.
Yes, they
That's craziness. They should have been able to meet up with them before the second day.
There are many.
There would be a chopper out there to pick a second kid up.
Jesus H. Christ. There's not a second rest stop. And they're like, there's a whiteout and a crazy storm. Why isn't there a second rest stop?
That's true, actually. Well, I think
If it's a 3-day race, why the fuck isn't there a second rest stop?
Well, I mean, the second...
If they're talking about how dangerous it is.
Can you believe other humans...
Why have any rest
This
stop?
town let a child into this race, knowing that there is no second rest stop and a full day.
Well, I think it's like...
And a frozen lake that
just
kills
in the
people
elements,
at the end
in
of
the
it.
elements.
It's
It's a known murderous lake.
Yeah.
Can we talk? I mean, what the fuck?
It's a fucking blood sport, man.
It's sick.
fucking- yes.
Actually, Brian's right, because when... All right, so all this dumb shit happens. Oh, no. Well, we can't talk... I don't want to skip over the magical Inuit. The magical Inuit.
Yeah, okay, so there's a
man,
massive...
I forgot.
Oh, yeah,
There's
no,
this
'cause
crazy
massive-
storm, and Jean-Georges like knows of some like abandoned building.
Yeah, he goes there
and he
and-
goes to it, and he's like,
They'll never live all night.
They'll die. He's laughing about how a kid and
He's
6
going to
puppies are
die.
gonna fucking freeze to death.
And he leaves his dogs outside.
Yeah, he leaves his dogs in the wood. That guy sucks dick.
Well, that's why he died.
But then the kids
Well,
come across a magical Inuit guy
I
who
think
like
the Inuit
waves to
comes
him,
across
and
them.
then his igloo glows in a weird way. It's very odd. And
I
he like,
listened to on radio.
yeah, he's
that
like, I
you
listen to radio.
Airbud's kids or whatever.
Yeah,
and-
he's like,
Well,
I
then
heard-
you were in the race.
You were in the
You were
race,
still in the
right.
race.
and you're probably
It's
right
just
here.
you and John George. Yeah.
So Airbud and Molly and the St. Bernard are like picking up all the survivors
All the people that
of
John
the
George
first
tried
day
to,
and get them to the rest stop after the others have already left in the
Yeah.
next day, which is just goddamn infuriating. Because that Swedish woman and the Russian guy would have been stuck under, they would have been frozen to
They'd have been
death.
dead. Yeah,
I
they'd
mean,
have
like
been
that,
dead.
that
John
Russian
George-
guy was unconscious
No,
for
John-
like 12
Yes.
hours
You know,
in the cold.
I'm pretty sure you'd be dead. Yeah. It's
No, I mean, John George, like, attempted
to murder them.
all
Yeah.
these people.
every year.
In
he,
this dog
no, he
sled race.
pushes the Swedish woman off like a cliff.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
he only cut her fucking
Man,
thing, yeah.
Hold on, we forgot about early in the movie. Butterball rolls down a mountain and
Oh, yeah.
turns
Oh, yeah.
into a snowball and then smashes into
It's
a
literally
tree.
Mad Mardigan. It's Mad
Yeah, but-
Mardigan, but it looks so
But,
violent.
dude. When the snowball hit the tree and the limp dog body fell
corpse.
out of it, dude, it did. It looked like a
It did,
corpse
yeah,
was
dude.
falling out. I was like, that thing's dead as fuck.
I just hope they didn't use like one of
A
the
real dog.
parvo dogs. Like,
Well, they're dying anyway. Just put them in a fucking snowball. Throw them at that tree.
Yeah, what's the guy's name again who directs this?
Robert Vince.
It's like, no, Robert Vince believes in one thing, and that is realism. Robert Vince
What
makes
if he
art.
gave them all those viruses so he could use them as props?
He's obviously
the
a sick
fucking maniac. My vision will be added.
Oh, man.
Nobody stops Robert Vince. Nobody.
Nobody's going to
My
stop me.
dreams come real.
I'll kill 1 million puppets.
God damn it.
That's why it cost $80 million or whatever.
Yeah, what did Brian say? He said it's
According to Wikipedia, this movie had a budget of $80 million.
That's not
impossible,
true.
man.
I know it's not.
Where
That's
the fuck did all
sick.
that money go? Like, it's not in the movie.
Scott Pilgrim's like a $60 million movie.
Well, I mean, frankly, we're rewatching the same Snow Bunny and Whoopi Goldberg.
That's like the
and
same
Jim
time
Belushi.
period and everything.
$80 million. I
$80
can't
million.
I know. Was Richard Karn in Scott Pilgrim?
Jesus Christ.
All
right.
It's a Richard Karn.
The kid and the buddy stay with the magic Inuit. He lets them go, or well, lets them go. He lets them go. He kidnapped them. They go away from him in the morning.
This guy was so happy to see another human being.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's he was in the middle of
Your
fucking
skin
nothing.
looks soft. Yeah, yeah.
I'll be the last person to fall asleep. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, all right, we're at the end of the race.
Play
The
my
parents
Netflix show.
and the sheriff are waiting at the finish line. Brian.
It's a callback.
All right.
I feel so sick.
The parents and the sheriff are waiting at the finish line.
Doing nothing.
Waiting, just standing there.
It's sick. It's this whole thing is sick.
They could have been doing so much. All right.
They had to walk like 100 feet.
There's the
There's the
last.
sun.
They probably
This-
still stayed in a hotel the night before.
This dog eating lake is the only thing that's separating like the edge of this forest and these people watching it from behind a fence.
Yeah.
Which includes the parents of a child who think that their child might be dead. They're not even sure if he's alive because nobody's seen him.
This dad literally was on this lake once and watched his own dogs drown.
Yeah.
This
Vowed
is like
to
him being
never
on
do this again.
Tatooine and sitting next to a Sarlacc pit and say, "They're gonna get here. Don't worry about it.
It's everything
Just
will
let
be
it go
fine."
right over the Sarlacc. It's fine."
All right. So Jean-Georges comes out of the forest and they're like, "Jean-Georges is coming out."
Everyone's boo.
Oh, he knocks over the kid in the woods.
That doesn't really
And
matter.
he seems unconscious, but he gets
Yeah,
up.
he
It's
It
such
doesn't
a-
matter.
so
It's,
funny,
the kid's
whatever.
behind.
The
That's
kid's
all that
behind.
matters.
He's up ahead of him. The kid comes around the corner. They're all like, "Oh,
Oh
shit!"
Yeah, and then two of
two of John George's fucking dogs fall in the lake.
Yeah, the evil ones.
And the kid is coming up. This is all within eye shot of like 400 people.
It's like 300 feet away from them.
Yeah, it's not far.
300 feet. Number one,
They can
why?
all see what's going
Why
on.
would the race be right?
Look,
Just
right
change
at the edge of the fucking
Just
lake.
stop
Like, right
that!
No,
on the
I'm
edge.
telling you, no. This is why you. I mean, like all that. They're just all sitting
They
there. just
want to see
watching.
these dogs
Yeah, they're
fucking
just
drown.
like. Oh,
They
no.
were just mad that they died so far
Yeah,
out.
pretty
They
much
were
like-
like, they're going to die all the way out there.
Oh,
I
sure,
like it when
get
they die right
Yeah,
here.
they're like, let me get my opera glasses.
You couldn't tell, but it was like irreversible. You know, like there's people in the back of the crowd just masturbating.
Oh, yeah,
during
yeah.
the-
They couldn't,
I
yeah,
mean,
they
it's one of
never-
those
It's a
things.
dark town, man.
Or I guess
in
like
Tiuk is bullshit. It's full of
Maybe-
Like, are you
demons.
local? You know,
Maybe it's one of those things where it's like because Airbud has shown his dominance, they're just like, you know what? Just to get back at Airbud, we're just gonna have this we're gonna take back sports by having this elaborate dog race, and then we will watch dogs drown.
Oh my
you
god.
it's like Planet of the Apes,
Yeah,
where they're
it's
like
like Planet of
worried
the Apes,
that the
yeah.
dogs might take
Yeah, 'cause
over.
they're just like,
Dude, that would have been crazy. Like the the buddies are like dying in the water. Bud shows up and they're like, "Finally, we're gonna take you out, you sick motherfucker."
Sick bad. It's like Wicker Man.
Oh,
the
yes.
whole time Bud
Oh.
thought he was investigating where his kids went, but it was all pointing at Bud there.
So they can burn him alive in a giant fucking statue of something. I
Imagine
don't
that he would
know.
have to sell that religious stuff. Only God will judge me.
But it's
It'd be the
Airbud.
performance of Tom Everett Scott's career.
Apparently we were not
The
watching.
Wicker Dog. Okay, good.
I mean, there's also that thing you do.
Yeah, but Brian, this would
That
be
was a
better.
good one.
This would be him stretching beyond.
That's
Look,
true.
all right. We have to discuss this. These people are
These-
fucking sociopaths.
It's sick. It's so sick. This is sicker
This dog-
than the football.
The kid is riding up. He sees the two dogs in the water. Jean-Georges is just walking away.
Yeah.
He's like,
That is done for. I don't care.
they're not gonna get out of there. They're dead. I'm walking away from this.
He's like, we're not gonna win. Actually, he's like, no, we're not gonna win the race now.
I
Yeah,
think
he's like, I
you know,
can't
he
win,
was
they're
going
gonna
to
die.
walk and finish the race. I thought.
Does that count?
I don't know.
He was walking
My
sideways.
thought was that
He's
I mean-
walking laterally, like away from.
I mean,
he
he
wasn't
could be
walking
running
in
at the
closer.
finish line.
once again the script, I thought he was going to walk past the finish line, and then they'd be like, "Well, you're disqualified. you don't have your dogs, and then all the dogs would cross. You know what I mean? Like that would be the obvious thing.
Well, the humane thing would be if he walked across the finish line, he'd be like, hey, you don't win because you're a horrible fuck.
Yes, exactly.
You just left those dogs to die out there.
Sure.
But that's what I'm talking about. These dogs are dying. There's 400 people. They don't do dick. They just stand there and watch this kid and his puppies like save them when they all could have drowned.
No. Shasta literally, because his parents died like this, and he's so brave, he crawls out and puts a hook on their thing so they can drag him back out.
Yeah.
Well, all these people,
parents
included.
Well, no, because fucking the old sheriff, the Don Knotts type sheriff is just like, well, we can't go out there. We put all that because the dad, the mom do try to go out there, and then the sheriff is like, oh, we put. They like stand up, and the sheriff's like, we put too much weight on that ice, it'll crack, and then it's like they just cut back and forth.
Well,
like
yeah,
quick.
but even
dude,
I think they put that in there because of people being like, why
would you just stand there watching your own child?
Yeah.
Fine. I don't remember that little scene.
Neither do I. I don't remember that.
Maybe I imagined it.
Your mind's filling in the gap.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
why
can't
it makes
believe how
sense.
horrible people are. Maybe. I don't know.
I could have sworn there was okay.
Because
So
I was like,
people-
what the fuck's going on? Nobody's
Dude,
doing anything.
And to reiterate, these
And he
dogs,
was just going to walk away. He walked away from it in front of everyone.
to reiterate, John George's dogs look, in real life, look terrified. They're drowning.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
horrible.
dogs in water.
It's a real lake with dogs, Siberian Huskies in this fucking.
It was not cool.
No, it was not. It was.
They look-
yeah,
You know what's
those
really
dogs
sick
look-
too? Is it really sick that if those two dogs drowned and died, the other dogs would probably be slowly pulled in?
Yes. Yes.
It's so sick.
Yeah.
And they would have just
sat.
sat there and watched it happen.
Yeah, no, this is
And
pretty
then all
much.
go home and fuck, like.
This
Finally.
was the best race ever.
Yeah, no, this
honey.
is pretty much the Antichrist of the Buddies
Jesus.
franchise.
Lars von Trier.
Yes, the Lars von Trier's
Snow Buddies.
Yes. That's pretty much this is as close as you're gonna get to a Lars von Trier buddy movie.
I hope so.
Yeah, well, so do I for your sake.
Yeah.
For your sanity, for your well-being, emotional.
Oh, what's after this? Is it Santa Buddies? I think.
I don't care.
Your poor
I
sons
don't
of
even
bitches.
care.
Oh, there's 3 Santa Buddies.
It's not Treasure Buddies.
No, it's 3 Santa Buddies, Spooky Buddies,
Oh shit!
Treasure Buddies, and Super Buddies.
Space.
There's also
They go to space, Brian.
Santa Buddies, where it's like a Hellraiser spinoff.
Oh, I thought you
I thought you were doing Santa Buddies, like
like human centipede.
No,
yeah,
no,
like
I was
the
going
buddies
Santa.
get like
No, I was
sewn
going
to
like
each
Santa
other.
Bites. Jesus Christ, guys! Come on, now.
Not like ass to mouth, like
No,
a
like-
Voltron. Like they try to make a human shape out of
no, they
5
make a
dogs.
bud. They sew them together so they're in the shape of a bud.
Jesus.
So they just make like a giant.
Bud's like, what? Tom Everett Scott. Where are you kids? They're like, don't look at us. It's like this weird amalgamated voice of all of them speaking
Yeah.
at once.
They have a big gun on the side of their thing that shoots out of a basketball. We are Air Bud.
We are the new AirPod. Man,
So happy.
there's so many better movies in these
Dude, we
AirPods.
gotta finish talking about this.
Okay,
So they pull them
yeah,
out.
they pull them out and save them.
and then Jean George comes
hops
back.
back on and goes hike, and they start running.
Yeah.
Those dogs would be half frozen.
Dude, when they talk amongst themselves, we're like, he betrayed us. Let's not, let's quit. And they just stop running.
They stop running,
The kid
and
wins
the
the
kid
race.
wins. Bud and Molly
Dude,
show
then
up.
the airplane fucking
Well, before
Christ.
that,
the airplane.
though, the dogs murder Jean George.
Oh yeah.
Because he's like looking at him.
No,
and
they
he's-
do. There's no proof that he was
Yeah.
not eaten alive by his own dog.
No.
Yep.
in front of all those people.
They finally got what they wanted.
They did.
They got blood.
They did get blood.
So this dad has been afraid to dog sled because his dogs died. He didn't want his son to do it. He was afraid he might die in the trip.
Yeah.
Son's alive. Everything's great. They made it. He could have fallen in the water.
And he
didn't.
runs
But
up
now
and
he's here.
steals John George's. Remember, he gets
Yeah,
on
he
George-
gets on Jean George's dog sled and goes,
Yeah, still-
hey, let's take dog sleds to the airport
Yeah, no.
across the fucking lake
Yeah.
that's trying to kill everybody. Like immediately, he's like,
Yeah.
woo!
Question.
Those dogs
These
are-
dogs who just ate him,
Yeah,
man.
no, those dogs are probably
Who's
still-
like 150 feet from here. Let's go. Bring dog sleds in there. It's insane.
Those dogs are
guess
still wet with John George's blood.
We're supposed to assume that the sheriff filled him in that the puppies belong to Air Bud, and then they all just assume because the sheriff in Fernfield told them that these dogs need to go back to Fernfield, right?
Well, no, the sheriff at one point goes, "Well, these little buddies have a plane to catch,
Yeah.
so we better hurry." And that's when he's like, "Well, let's take the dog sleds." And then they get to the airport, and this is insanity.
The airport is a
complete
sign and a fucking airplane.
It's it.
It's
There was not a
building.
building, a fence, not a road. Like, it was just snow with a plane and a
Yeah,
sign.
pretty much. It's just a field.
Awesome. It's like,
That's what we've been trying to get to this whole time.
finally here. The
God.
plane.
What if the plane was
Unbelievable.
not
No.
there at the time?
Then 7 dogs, accompanied by no human being, load onto a
With no
plane.
contact between the humans bringing them there
Yeah.
and the pilots.
And the plane's
there's
like
not
a tiny little plane.
Yeah, it's a prop plane.
There's no one talking to the pilot.
No one talked. He didn't get out of the plane. 7 dogs got loaded into a plane, and it just flew away.
I like to imagine that Air Bud flew the plane.
And okay,
Dude,
now
if that guy recognized Air Bud and was like, "Well, I'm going to steal these dogs," there's like an Air Force Bud movie that
Yeah.
needed to be. Bud Force 1 would have been awesome.
that would-
Like
holy-
the sequel
Get
to
off
this
my
one. I love it. That was so good.
Oh my god.
The guy's
yeah.
like, "You're Air Bud." It's like a taut psychological thriller for 40 minutes where you're getting inside each other's head and then shit just goes crazy.
dude, it's Gary Oldman. It's just
Yeah.
Gary Oldman.
Fuck yeah, Bud
Yeah,
Force
I
1
would
is
watch
the
the
best.
fuck out of that movie. It was like just Gary Oldman and Air Bud in a battle of wits. Are you kidding?
Gary Oldman, Tom Everett Scott.
Honestly, though, I would just be watching that movie and I'd be like, man, Gary Oldman is fucked. Air Bud is gonna kill that motherfucker.
He's gonna fuck
It's
him
like
up.
Liam Neeson and Taken. You're just like, I feel bad for those guys. You're just like, they're gonna,
He's gonna eat him alive.
Wait a minute.
much
The best part of this movie, though, is that at this point, really no one has alerted the families at Fernfield what's going on.
No, the sheriff emailed the other sheriff
Right.
back, and he was like, he was look at me using the internet. And I'm not paraphrasing. That was the line in the movie. He goes, "Well, look at me using the internet." He sends an email. Then it shows Deputy Dan like telling the kids,
Yeah.
Right.
not the parents. He tells the children, and
And
then
because he gets caught in their like
the
ladder to their clubhouse.
What would the parents even be doing, you know? Where are
cares?
they?
Dude, these
Richard
parents
Karn's
have been
been-
shit for 5-6 movies. It doesn't matter. They don't do anything.
Yeah, Richard Karn's
and all the
probably
dogs
smoking
show up
meth.
at town hall. They're like town hall.
Like Willie from Alf. Like him
Yeah.
and Willie from Alf.
Just smoking crack,
Just
having
smoking-
orgies with homeless guys.
Richard Karn's like, those dogs are finally gone free.
Just gonna have a crack orgy with a bunch of hobos. That's what happened to the fucking dad.
And they're just like all smoking up, and they're like, "Say it." And he's like, "I don't think so, Tim." And he starts crying.
Great.
Yeah. No, they get that band that played the power tools.
He just hangs out with them under an overpass.
Just smoking
Until they
rocks.
need to shoot a scene.
Just banging fucking huge crackers.
Oh god.
That's the end of the movie. The kids and the dogs are eating.
doesn't matter.
Who cares? It's fucking garbage.
And Air Bud, yeah, they all get back. And
You don't even see Richard Karn.
No.
You see him in like 2-3 scenes. It's nothing. I'm pretty sure they shot all of his scenes like in a day
probably.
for every movie. Like they just like we're gonna need you.
I know, yeah, he's
just
not
change
in
his
it.
shirt every time, and we'll just shoot stuff.
You got this
Yeah.
shot. You open the door, talk to the kid.
Open the door and scream, "Hey!"
Tell them everything's gonna be okay, even though you know better, and then that's it. You're out of the movie. Good.
Gotta get back to my carnivores. Just what I call my
carnivores.
lead
Back
order,
under the overpass.
which is what I call my Richard Karn fans.
Poor Richard.
Whatever. He can buy and sell all of us.
I would love this. I hope he had-
It was originally Carnival.
I would fucking.
It was all Richard Karn and the freak show.
I would love
I
it
would
if
watch
Richard
the
Karn
fuck
had
out
a
of that.
huge ego like that.
It's like, whatever, dude. I mean, I was kind of the best part
11
of-
seasons of Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Eat my fucking shit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Dude, that'd be
Well, you
awesome.
want a hit television show for 11 years? Suck my dick.
Pretty much.
Right now.
I know
No,
what Wilson
mean it.
looks like, motherfucker.
Yeah, you want to know? I ain't telling you.
Yeah, you know what? I guess you'll see him when I send you to him. The guy who played Wilson, the guy who played Wilson is dead. That's why. I
Yeah,
said
he
it.
did. He died. So.
Well, there we go.
Yeah,
Here-
Snowbuddies, yay!
Snowbuddies, number
Oh,
7,
I can't-
halfway done. I don't want it.
So we'll
all you
be.
have to do is do this one more time.
One.
Yeah, I'll just do all of this over again.
I think the next one is space, so we're back for that. Brian,
I
thanks.
think we watched this one.
What? You have
Thanks
anything
for
to
having
plug?
Well, I mean, of course, season 3. Meanwhile, the Skullbase got to.
Yes. Everybody listen to season 3.
It's
Meanwhile,
coming.
the
It's coming.
Skullbase.
It's coming. And season 2 Live Finder, you can find that. I don't know how podcasts work, so just you Google
It's
it.
on.
It's
Laugh
on-
Finder's
yeah.
on Podbean.
It's on Podbean.
And
Everything's
iTunes.
seeded to
Or the
everything. You can pretty much
website.
find
I think
anything.
Look up
you
on
can get
Facebook. There's links and
iTunes
shit to everything. It's fine.
Do you know how to use the internet?
I'm an 80-year-old sheriff, Matt, so no, I don't know how to use the internet.
Oh my god!
Subscribe to us or something. Who cares? Just
Send a fucking bomb in the mail to me. So just blow me up one
Yeah,
day.
inside of a DVD of fucking
Yeah, of Airbud,
Treasure Buddies.
of a new
Yeah.
Airbud movie that doesn't exist. Make up an Airbud title.
Russell Madness 2.
Put a bomb in it.
Aren't you glad we don't have to do that? It's not continuity, but it's from Airbud Studios, but it's not
Gotcha.
continuity.
Oh, that's good.
It's insane.
It's
That's
not
a thing-
canon.
That's a thing that you can say. It's like
It's not in the Airbud
Like,
universe, but it
universe.
is
Well,
a sports playing.
it might actually have. I don't know.
I mean, it's probably
We're
the
not
Air-
watching it. We're doing.
We're not.
We're not
never
watching
watching
it.
No,
it.
this is where you draw the line.
We're drawing it. It's Super Buddies. It ends. No matter, I don't care. Unless there's a new one that comes out within this time frame, we're stopping.
You know what? I hate you
Why?
for doing this. The next thing we do, we should watch. Forget it.
We should just watch. We're gonna go back to watching awesome stuff.
We're gonna watch nothing but Roger Corman fairy tales. There's like 12 of them or something.
It's gotta be better than the Buddy movies, right?
They're really bad. I've
sure they
watched
are.
2 of them. They're awful.
Well,
That's different. Yeah,
Brian, we got 7 more of these things. So
I know. You guys will. You'll get this.
Yeah, it's not like I'm worried about dying.
No, we're gonna
but
get to
it's
the
just
end.
like-
It's just
I mean, just your soul. Your soul died.
all right. I need to take a shit. So we're stopping. I've said.
That's fine with me.
Goodbye.
I think we've said all we can about Snow Buddies.
So do that ending. It's, Richard Karn.
This might be the last time anyone hears our voices.
You've just listened to Bonus Disc, available only on Thundergrunt. Questions, complaints, and movie suggestions can be posted to facebook.com/bonusdisc. Opinions and criticisms of the hosts of Bonus Disc are 100% valid, even though they took the time to watch the movies you were too ignorant to appreciate.